I guess welcome to Australia. How
Thank you.
Have you found your last few days here in Perth?
Well, we're just getting over the jet lag, but very much enjoying it. I've been in Australia before and it's been great. First time in Perth though. So yeah, we're looking forward to seeing around in the next few days as well. But a little bit of training the last day or so, and as I said, getting over the jet lag.
Gail?
Have you both given yourself a little bit of time off? You especially, David, I know you don't often sort of sit back and relax and reflected on the end of the season. Are you still buzzing? Are you still dancing with your dad?
Certainly are. We're still buzzing, we're still dancing, but we've also moved on as well, and we're getting ourselves prepared for the next round of games which are coming up. But no, we'll still get fantastic memories, and memories that I don't think will fade too quickly.
Yep.
Damo from Off the Sport. This one's for Jared. First of all, welcome to Australia, brother. And I'm hearing a rumour that if you score tomorrow, there's a shoey on the cards.
I did have an interview and said I would do the shoey, yeah. Got to be provided to me. So yeah, it's part of being here, getting in amongst it. I said if I score, I'll do it. So hopefully I score and we can do it.
Right, keep an eye out for me. It'll be non-alcoholic.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Cam Wyford from Kit 360. Jared, you were not so long ago you were playing for Bucks of Hereford back in non-league in England. What does it mean to you to come halfway across the world and have the reaction of some of the fans that you saw yesterday when they see you?
Yeah, it is mental. Like you said, I've been on pre-season tours and stuff before, but never met fans or had fans halfway across the world. So it kind of puts it into perspective how big it is to play for this club and what it means just for a 2-minute conversation with the fans. And I love seeing that reaction and people wanting you to sign their hats, different tops. So yeah, like I said, it puts it into perspective and gives me a moment of real, pride and honour.
Jared, the boys were all wearing number 38 yesterday. How much does this group know about Dylan Tombides, and I guess how much is his legacy sort of living on at the club these days?
Yeah, no, really, great person. And I was lucky enough to play with his brother Taylor at Hull for I think 2 years. So it's a story that I've been involved with Taylor for I don't know however many years. So wearing the top yesterday for Taylor, for his brother, for his whole family, and I know they appreciate it so much, and it means so much to them. So to do a little bit back for them for what they've done for the club as well is really important.
Jake Rosenberg from KEEPUP. David, obviously as a Premier League manager, there's so much football in the world, and I'd love to know sort of what you know about Australian football. I mean, you coached the likes of Tim Cahill a whole lot, and Luke Neal and people like that over the years. Do you have any conversations with those boys about Australian football, and so what do you know about the game over here?
Well, I watched a couple of games not too long ago on the TV. I think obviously that there is so much football, you're rightly so. There's so much to watch now throughout the world, whether we've got a lot of now South American games, you can get all sorts of games on TV. But probably because of Tim Cahill was probably the main reason that I'm always keeping my eye on Australian football. He done such an unbelievable job for me as a manager, but he had an incredible career and will, I'm sure, go on to continue working really well what he is at the moment. So yeah, we keep an eye on it. We don't know everything about it, but obviously I keep an eye on the national team as well, because we're always looking to see what players are coming to the fore. So we know a little bit about it, but not probably as much as you guys will do.
Yes.
David, the last time West Ham were here was in '95. I'm sure you're aware of that. And local boy Stan Lazaridis, he was playing in the Western Australian team. He impressed Harry Redknapp at the time, and then a few weeks later he was playing for West Ham. Are you going to be on the lookout for any talent amongst the Perth Gory players?
Yeah, of course we will be. Yeah, somebody's already tipped me off on a player. I won't tell you who it is, but no. So of course it's part of the job. You're always looking to see what else is out there. And it's we're in pre-season training just now, and we're preparing. So it's not that it's very difficult to concentrate on the opposition when you're interested in your own team. But at this time of the year, it's a little bit easier where you can stand back and watch the game and see it a little bit better.
Jared, you spent quite a bit of time at Hull City with Jackson Irvine, who's gone on to do really good things with Australia, particularly like the World Cup recently. What do you sort of remember of playing and personally and on the field with Jackson, and what have you made of what he's done since he's left Hull and you've left Hull?
Yeah, no, I remember when he first signed for Hull, he played for Burton before and got sent off for 2 tackles on me, which was quite funny. And then when he signed, he was a really great player, and then I left, and I think he stayed for a little bit longer, and he's gone out to Germany now, I believe. But that's Jackson. He's kind of a free spirit. He is the party of himself. He goes wherever, and like I said, in the World Cup, I remember watching him when they were playing against Argentina, and he was playing against Lionel Messi, and they done really well, made a really good account of themselves. And I spoke to him just before I was coming out here as well, and he told me what to expect. So now I'm sure we'll have another chat when I'm going back home and see if it's what he said.
Jared, you've had an amazing end of the season. When you sit here now, what targets have you put yourself for next season? Where's your improvements going to come from? How much are you going to pick up the success and kind of roll with it?
I think on a personal level, it's always about goals and assists as an attacking player. I think that's, you always set yourself what you want to achieve, and as a team, I think we know what we want to achieve. We're back in Europe again. We had the success of winning the final last year. We was disappointed of going out in the semi-final the year before. So we have that ambition again we're in Europe, and obviously we want to win as many games as possible. And then in the Premier League, the standards that we set over the last 3 years is, I think, the main aim of this football club, and we just want to keep moving in the right direction.
And for you, maybe the Euros at the end of it?
Maybe, yeah. I don't want to. I had this last year with the World Cup, so I think that's at the back of my mind this year. It's a different way of thinking about it now. It's about me just letting my football do the talking rather than chasing something. So yeah, for me it will just be working and playing my game.
David, on Tuesday you're up against a side coached by Ange Postecoglou. What do you know about Ange and I guess his ability to cut it in maybe the most brutal league in the world?
Ange is very good. I was fortunate when I was manager of Manchester United. I played against Ange out here in Melbourne, and that was the first time we met. We also played Celtic 2 years ago up at Celtic Park, and met him there again. I always remember he gave me a really nice bottle of Australian red wine. That's what I remember when we came out here. And but I gave him one back when I met him again in Glasgow. So I'm looking forward to seeing him. He's times I've come across him, and I have to say he sent me a great message after we won the final. He's done a remarkable job with Celtic this year. Winning the treble was incredible. It really was. And I think Tottenham have got a really good manager. I do. I think that he's proved himself in a few countries, but obviously now he's in amongst the Sharks now, so it'll not be easy.
One of your very own, Mackenzie Arnold, is gearing up for the FIFA Women's World Cup with the Matildas. Do you have a message for her ahead of a big campaign?
Yeah, I have a message for her. I hope she does really well. But I'm Scottish. You can't be expecting me to be shouting for the English ladies. Never get back over the border again. But no, we hope that she does well. And the one thing I'd say is it's incredible how much women's football's grown over the years. And it'll be interesting to see how good this World Cup is.
David, how confident are you getting a replacement for Declan Rice before the start of the season? And do you have anybody particular in mind as a replacement for him?
Well, I don't think we can replace Declan exactly like for like, that's for sure. But we'll add to the squad as time goes on. But we wouldn't be giving you any names or any thoughts on what we're going to do.
Just on that, David, for those back home that are pouring over every word being said by yourself and Arsenal, are we closer to a resolution? And in some respects, will you just be glad when it's done so you can kind of look forward and start planning?
I've just been listening to Sky, and I've been taking the news from Sky. I know nothing about it. You seem to have know more about it than me, and getting the news quicker than I'm getting it. So I'm happy to listen to what you people are saying.
But in a sense, just drawing a line under it from now onwards, he's not here. I suspect you're not planning for a season with him.
Well, until it's done, then we can't plan anything really. So we'll wait and see what happens. Everybody knows the situation, so you know we're expecting something to happen. But you know, I think you said it was done 2 weeks ago, and it's still not done. So
It wasn't me who said that, but
no. Okay.
Any others? Yep, one at the back.
David Smith from Middle West Australia.
Hi there.
In terms of these pre-season trips, you know, look, it's a long way to come. You know, you're on the other side of the world, but how important and valuable are they in terms of planning for the season and building some chemistry?
Well, there's lots of reasons. I mean, the club brand and you know, West Ham to be out here and obviously coming out as a European champion as well is huge for us. We're seeing it everywhere we go at the moment with the numbers of West Ham supporters. You know, yesterday we had an incredible support round here as well. Let's be fair, I don't think travelling halfway around the world will ever be the best way to prepare for a pre-season. I don't think MD would admit to that. But I think it's important that the Premier League football clubs, who are viewed all over the world now, it's such a global league to watch. It's, you know, everybody watches it. Everybody wants to see the players. And I think when you come away, you're trying to make yourself a little bit more available to the supporters. So we're looking forward to the games. We don't have all our international players with us because of our late finish, and obviously their late finish with international games. Sort of a great opportunity for some young players and the players we have with us just now.
Jared, how's fatherhood?
It's good. Yeah, it's probably not been when Gaffer then just got asked how was the break I was expecting for me, and I was going to say, well, I didn't have a break. I was 4 weeks non-stop, but no, it's been the best. Spending time with them. Now I've got a week away, so I can catch up on sleep. So the missus ain't very happy, but no, it's good, and you know, something people say it changes your life, and you know, it's changed my life, and it was, you know, the best way to celebrate the end of the season, having those weeks with them on the back of what we've done in the season.
He's asking for double sessions every day now. He's trying not to go home too quick.
you're like the only one who's glad to get on that flight.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you what was on your Australian hit list, Jared. I know you're not going to have much time in between kind of training and playing. Snakes, spiders, kangaroos, koalas?
No, I hate snakes, I hate spiders. So I'm just scared of seeing one. I don't know what's on the thing. I went to see the stadium yesterday and they said you can walk along the top platform. I said I'm not doing that. So I don't know. I'm sure that there's loads to. We've been told there's loads to do, but it does all involve the scary animals. So I'm a bit scared of animals. So I don't want to. Not animals, just snakes and spiders.
Go for the koalas.
Yeah,
the
they seem
kangaroos, they're very small.
not the kangaroos. I've seen kangaroos jumping at people before. So even that scares.
Koalas,
Yeah, koalas. They look
Cheeky
nice. Yeah.
pictures, you'll be fine
So
with
maybe
them.
then.
Any more? No, if not, okay, one more.
David, last one. You guys played over 50 games last season, juggling Europe and the Premier League. What lessons from last season can you bring into this one now that you're going to be playing in the Europa League this season?
Well, we had it the year before for the first time. We had over 60 games the year before that. So the last 2 seasons have been hugely difficult. And I actually think last year it took a toll on our Premier League form. I really do. But hopefully we're getting a bit better at it. We certainly have by winning it. We've had a semi-final and a final regarding European competitions. But I think that it's the Premier League games, you know, it's very difficult to explain to people though how difficult it is to play Thursday, Sunday with the level of games you have to play in the Premier League. But we've manoeuvred it as well as we can do. We'd have liked to have done better last year. So really the big thing is to actually continue the form in Europe but improve our Premier League form from what we showed last year.
Okay, and finally, we've got a very special guest with us today, who's our hammer of the day, young Logan at the back there. Logan, you've got a question, I think?
How do I pick the team to come to Australia, Logan? Yeah. Well, it was quite difficult because we've got quite a lot of we've got quite a lot of international players away just now, and we don't have the chance to bring them because so many of them have had not little holiday time. So we had to make a decision between a lot of the young players. So we've chosen to bring out quite a lot of the young players, but that wasn't easy as well because unfortunately we had to leave some of them behind who've done quite well. But the ones who are here hopefully will do well, and we've also got maybe about 8 or 9 of the senior players here. So hopefully we'll do well. Thanks for your question, Logan.
Okay, thank you everyone. Appreciate it.